A woman races through a crowded street, phone in hand, her eyes flicking numbers and stars over strangers. Danger waits in the gaze of everyone she passes. A flash of light from her eyes shows ratings hovering above heads, like predators circling prey. Each smile or frown could shift her future. Her own score wavers on the edge of danger, a single misstep could crumble her carefully built life. At work, a colleague with a low score offers a free gift. Acceptance feels like a trap, a hidden punishment waiting to strike. She hesitates, glancing at his hovering number. A wrong choice here could erase her security. Her apartment lease ends. Luxury awaits, but only if she achieves a near-perfect score. The stakes grow higher. The elite island resort offers paradise, but entry demands perfection, and her current score teeters dangerously below. A childhood friend invites her to a celebration, promising attention and admiration, but ratings hang like chains over every interaction. She practices smiles and gestures in the mirror, every laugh calculated, every tilt rehearsed. Freedom seems impossible. Her brother warns her, but she dismisses him, obsessed with climbing the invisible ladder of approval. A minor accident drops her score. Panic tightens like a vice. The airport denies her access, her ratings now punish her instead of protect. Her old car is useless, a relic she cannot rely on, forcing her into strangers' hands. A truck stops. The driver's eyes hint at experience, survival, and defiance of the rating system. The driver shares a story of loss, of a life once bound by ratings and then freed by honesty. Night stretches endlessly, the road becomes a gauntlet of obstacles, and every vehicle is a judgmental eye. Morning brings a shortcut, a convention near the event, offering both hope and unexpected danger. She discovers betrayal. Her childhood friend only valued her as a tool for social gain. Rejected, she decides to defy rules entirely, risking chaos for one last attempt at validation. The swamp greets her with mud and water, nothing is clean, nothing is safe, and yet she pushes forward. She spots a group of strangers with high ratings, their eyes glinting like predators. Every approach feels like walking on a wire. A wrong smile, a misjudged gesture, and her score dips slightly, a warning she cannot ignore. She follows a colleague who pretends to help, but his intentions are unclear. Trust is a currency she cannot afford. The consultant at the resort promises a shortcut to higher ratings. Every tip feels like a trap. Her first attempt at networking fails. A low rating flashes, mocking her optimism. She avoids her low-rated coworker deliberately, learning quickly that kindness carries consequences here. A chance encounter with her childhood friend reignites hope, but only as long as appearances are perfect. She rehearses her speech obsessively, unaware that the system punishes obsession as much as failure. Her brother confronts her again. Tension erupts into action, both give each other low ratings. Flight cancellation traps her. Panic tightens, every system seems designed to humiliate her. Taxi drivers avoid her. Her score hits the critical threshold. The city becomes hostile territory. She rents an old car, a dead battery halts her progress. Adapt or fail. Night falls. She hitchhikes, fearing every vehicle might reject her. A truck finally stops. The driver's rating is low, but experience shows in her calm demeanor. They drive in silence. Rain pelts the windshield, trust is fragile and measured. Stories emerge of lives ruined by obsession, forcing her to question her own choices. She insists on continuing, believing perfection can still be regained. The road stretches endlessly. Morning brings a glimpse of opportunity, a convention near the resort. She plans a risky detour. Cosplayers offer a ride, but trust is brittle, a single word could unravel the plan. Her friend's betrayal is revealed, she was only a pawn in a ratings game. Heartbreak hits like a storm. She refuses to turn back despite the rejection. The idea of quitting feels worse than humiliation. Her rating plunges again after an argument on the phone. The system responds instantly, without mercy. Security restrictions activate. Public services quietly shut their doors to her. She tries to stay calm, but strangers now watch her with open suspicion instead of polite smiles. The van drops her off abruptly. She is alone again, surrounded by unfamiliar roads and judgmental eyes. She checks her reflection in a dark window. The practiced smile no longer works. A roadside bar appears ahead, offering warmth, power outlets, and temporary shelter. Inside, laughter feels dangerous. She orders a drink, hoping invisibility will protect her. One wrong comment triggers another rating hit. Her score drops into restricted territory. Authorities arrive calmly. Her privileges are suspended for 24 hours. A penalty multiplier activates. Every future mistake will hurt twice as much. She leaves the bar shaken, clutching her bag as if it contains her remaining identity. Her feet ache. Hunger sets in. The system offers no help at her current level. She remembers the elderly driver's words about freedom. The thought feels dangerous, almost forbidden. Desperation pushes her forward. She steals a small utility vehicle left unattended. The engine roars loudly. Nearby people instantly downrate her for the disruption. Her score collapses into the lowest tier. Panic gives way to numb clarity. She abandons the vehicle near wetlands, choosing the shortest path to the event. Mud pulls at her clothes and skin. Appearances finally collapse completely. Ahead, music and lights rise above the trees. The celebration continues without her. She reaches the edge of the celebration grounds, soaked and shaking. Guards hesitate, uncertain how to handle someone already erased. Music masks her footsteps as she slips inside. Every step forward feels illegal and necessary. Guests glance at her briefly, then look away, unwilling to acknowledge a failure. She straightens her posture, forcing calm into her breath. The speech still lives in her mind. A host tries to stop her. She steps past without asking permission. Murmurs spread as she grips the microphone. The system senses disruption. She begins speaking, voice steady despite the silence turning hostile. Her words abandon polish and chase honesty. Faces harden immediately. Ratings crash in real time. Numbers flicker violently around her. She laughs suddenly, realizing she has nothing left to protect. Security rushes forward. The speech ends mid-thought. She is dragged away as guests actively downrate her, eager to distance themselves. Outside, rain washes dirt from her face but not the damage done. Her score reaches zero equivalent status. The system finalizes the punishment. Authorities inform her of permanent access removal. The words barely register. A transport vehicle carries her away from the celebration and the life she chased. Processing begins immediately. Bright lights erase the familiar interface from her vision. The visual overlay disappears completely. The world looks strangely empty. She reaches instinctively to check ratings. There is nothing there. For the first time, silence replaces judgment. It feels unbearable. She is led to a detention cell. The door closes with finality. Across the cell, another detainee watches her carefully. She tries to assess him automatically, then remembers she cannot. He speaks first, mocking her appearance and posture. She fires back instantly, sharp and unfiltered. The words feel powerful. The exchange escalates. Insults replace politeness without consequence. She realizes something is missing. Fear no longer controls her tone. He laughs, surprised by her intensity. The tension shifts. She laughs too, harsh and loud. The sound feels unfamiliar and real. Their insults turn playful, almost competitive. The system cannot touch them here. She feels lighter than she has in years, despite the concrete walls. The man challenges her again, louder this time. She responds without hesitation. No calculation. No filter. The exchange becomes cathartic. Years of restraint release in seconds. Guards ignore the noise. The system considers them already resolved. She realizes freedom does not look the way she imagined. But it feels undeniable. Honest. Unscored. The man watches her quietly now, the confrontation settling into calm. She meets his gaze without fear or performance. For the first time, her expression belongs only to her. Silence stretches between insults. Something softer settles in its place. She notices details she never saw before, the chipped paint, the buzzing light, the stale air. Without ratings, faces lose their hierarchy. Everyone looks equally human. The man across from her lowers his voice. The fight is over. She sits down slowly, exhausted but awake in a new way. Her mind reaches for old habits, approval, performance, polish, and finds nothing to grab. The absence of judgment feels terrifying, then strangely calm. Outside the cell, life continues without her metrics, events, or celebrations. She understands the cost now. Everything she chased demanded her silence in return. The man smirks again, testing her. She responds with ease. Their words clash once more, but now without anger or fear. She realizes she can finally speak without rehearsing. Laughter echoes off concrete walls, raw and unfiltered. No one scores it. No one records it. It still matters. She thinks of the life she lost, and the one that never truly belonged to her. The system is gone from her eyes, but its shadow fades too. She accepts the consequences fully. There is no appeal left to make. For the first time, her future feels unwritten rather than judged. The man throws one last insult. She answers without hesitation. Their voices clash again, loud and honest, filling the room with a freedom no system can rate.